studio. She is a queen of soul, a living legend, and boy, do we love her. She was the first female performer to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She is the winner of 15 Grammy Awards, and if that wasn't already enough, folks, she's the recipient of the Grammy Legend Award and Lifetime Achievement Awards. Phew! It's an honor to welcome the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin! such a joy to have you. If you're just,
my pleasure.
If you're just joining the show, folks, she is the queen of soul. We have Miss Aretha Franklin here, and we're giving her major respect. You know, during the commercial break, Aretha was saying, you know, I'd like to have my own talk show. You really would?
I want a show.
You want a show?
Give me a show.
15 Grammy Awards, and you want a show. Everybody said they'll be there.
Yes.
You did.
Will you be there? Okay.
Boy, the Grammys are tonight.
Yes.
So what are you thinking?
Well, I'm hoping to win.
I know. What do you do with all your Grammy Awards? Because you've got 15.
I have a beautiful display cabinet that I put them in. And I look at them every now and then, and they make you feel good.
I bet so.
And good about your artistry.
Yeah. What is of all the Grammys that you've gotten, the one you're most proud of? Maybe one you didn't think you were going to get, or one that surprised you, or
all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
I don't blame you. I don't
Every
blame
one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about you when you were growing up. When did you start singing? Was there a teacher who looked at you and said, you're going to really be big one day? I mean, tell me how all this happened.
I used to, I'm going to let that one pass. Yeah, as soon as you stop smoking. As soon as you stop smoking.
You're going to be...
No, yeah.
Oh, God. So, wait a minute. Let's back up.
Piano. I had a piano teacher. My dad wanted me to take piano lessons, but I didn't want to take them. So whenever she would come, I would run and hide in the closet and tell her that I wasn't there. You know, it was like she had this little baby book and everything was so elementary. I really wanted to run before I could walk.
Wow. You think it was, obviously it was just a God-given talent, something that you'd always...
Well, I play by ear. And I wanted to be more advanced than I was.
At that age.
And now, today, I realize that I should have gotten the foundation and the basics, because now I want to go back to Juilliard maybe and take some classes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 40 years later.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going to spend a summer in New York.
That's why it's never too late to get an education.
Oh, no.
So even when you're at the top
That's
already.
right.
I think that's real good inspiration.
Absolutely.
Really good inspiration.
Absolutely.
You know, I think a lot of people would be surprised to find out that you were a high school dropout.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Why?
Well, just one of those things.
It
just happened. But for those who have dropped out, I would suggest go back as quickly as possible, because the longer you stay out, the less likely you are to go back. So go back.
Yeah. You grew up in the church. Yes, please clap for that. So we have a lot of kids who are watching who need to hear that. Absolutely. You grew up in the church. 1950s, you were a gospel singer at the New Bethel Baptist Church. Daddy was a preacher.
That's right.
Did he inspire you a lot to sing? Did he ever want you to leave the church singing and become professional?
Actually, no. We used to sing around the piano a lot. He and I and other people like James Cleveland and Clara Ward and Mahalia Jackson and people like that. He coached me a lot. Yeah.
What's the greatest piece of advice Daddy gave you?
Let's see. Let me think about that one. Let's come back to it.
Yeah, because I know your dad meant a lot
to me. Yes.
Your dad meant a lot to you. Were you very close with him?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You lost him tragically. To violence.
If you don't mind, I prefer not talking about that.
All right.
Okay.
The only reason I brought it up is because I know that so many times behind famous people, that it's not all just triumph and Grammys and wonderful things, that you live a life like a human being too. And if you don't want to talk about your father, I understand that. But when difficult things happen in life, because life isn't always wonderful, how do you tell yourself, come on, Ree, keep going, keep your chin up, you can keep going? What inspires you?
I trust in God. You make that one step, he's going to make the rest for you.
That's right. As my mom always said, God believes in matching grants. You know, you got to meet him halfway, and then he'll come and meet you.
You make that one step, and he'll make the rest for you.
That's right. That's right. Your music has this tell it like it is kind of honesty, especially when it comes to love. And I understand there was an interesting thing that you saw on the street one day that inspired the song Call Me.
Call Me.
What happened?
I knew that was what you meant. Over on Park Avenue. Actually, yes, that's where we saw it. This couple, they were partying, and the girl said, "I love you." She said it out to her friend, and he was going across the street. He said, "I love you too." She said, "Call me." He said, "I will the moment you get there."
Have you had any other things that have just hit you, for any songs that we could hear that might be part of something you experienced?
Daydreaming.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
That's one of your favorite songs,
Yes,
too, right?
it's one of them.
Yeah. Who were you thinking about?
Well, we won't call names.
Now, come on now. As I told the audience before the show, I want the 411 who drop kicked who this week on this show.
You want the real deal?
The real deal.
Okay, well, let's see, a little hint. Famous group, world famous group, lead singer, interesting fellow. Nice looking.
Initials are?
Guy. I might as well just tell you.
Yeah.
Initials.
Come on.
Anyway, he was saying, hey, baby, why don't we go to the Fiji Islands? I said, the Fiji Islands? I've never been there. I'd love to. Wonderful. And we haven't got there yet.
So you're still daydreaming?
Yes.
I'm going to still try to get that guy's name out of you. I also want to know how
I'm not daydreaming. I moved on.
You moved on? To talk more with Aretha Franklin today, and I want to find out about the dating scene with you. Okay, we're going to talk about all that. Also, what are Aretha's greatest fears? We're going to talk about that as well. Oh, we're going to have a great time today on Rolonda as we continue talking to Aretha Franklin. We'll be right back. Now, if you're going to be in the New York area and would like free tickets to Rolonda, well, please call us at 212-650-2060.
I said in this is still
Makes you proud to be an American, doesn't it? Makes you proud to be an American. You know, it's not every day that you get an hour with a living legend, and we're spending this hour with Aretha Franklin, whose Tell It Like It Is, down soulful honesty in her music just has a way of touching all of us. Do you notice all throughout here people are wearing Aretha wear? Look at the guy out there with your face all on his shirt there.
I see that. I love that.
Right?
I love that.
And we've got some folks up there with some old albums. And look, Tyrone, my hairstylist, even had these. Do you remember these?
Okay.
Do you remember those?
You went all the way back.
They're going way back.
All the way back. I love it.
When you see
of course, we didn't go back that far.
You didn't go back that far?
That's nice.
Yeah. How has music and your career and what you put into your songs, how has it changed over all these decades?
I'm getting off into some genres of music that I have not been into. You should hear it before too long. I'd say, though, it's grown. I'm happy with it where it is, and it's broadening. Yeah.
You're getting lots of influence. I know you work with Babyface and some of the newer artists. Who you look at when you say, ooh, that person's going to be something else? Like tonight at the Grammys, who are you saying is going to be the next? Is there another Aretha out there just waiting to be born? No! Only one!
All right. Shall we move on?
I guess we should move on now.
Yes.
Okay. They say they don't want another Aretha. This is the one we want.
Okay. All right.
But I'm sure you ain't no way. He said.
Okay.
But I wonder, the newer artists, are you enjoying being influenced by them and pulling some of the new?
Well, there are newer artists that have arrived that I do enjoy. Let's see, Olita, I enjoy a lot.
Yes.
I like her. There's another singer from Los Angeles. What is her name? I think it's Freeline. I'm not sure. First name Nina or
Nina Freeline.
Nina Freeline. Yeah, I enjoy her. Yeah. And Brandy is cute.
Brandy is adorable, isn't she? And a good girl too. Really good girl. So her parents are really behind her a lot. Do you ever get scared? To perform? You ever get nervous?
Flying.
Flying
the last
scares
flight
you.
I had, I was like Metropolitan Airport. When I see Metropolitan Airport, that is it. I am off the plane. That is the end of flying, okay?
Because when we were pulling the show together, all my friends were going, now, Ro, take care of Ree, because you know she doesn't fly. I said, she's got a luxury bus that brings her every place.
Listen, I've counted so many corn stalks, it's ridiculous. Across the state of Ohio and down through Kentucky, and I can tell you how many corn stalks there are across the country.
So you had a bad experience on a plane? Is that what happened?
I did, yes. In '83. Small commuter type plane coming out of Atlanta, 2-engine, and that was all that was available. So we got on that because we wanted to get home quick, and just had a bad flight.
That is enough to scare you. So now you have this luxury bus. You have everything on this bus. I hear it's like a palace. On the freeway of love.
We've got, and you can kick back and daydream forever.
Daydream forever.
Yeah, and rock steady.
Yeah.
Actually, though, we cook, and we have movies. We show movies, souffles down the highway, and whatever, you name it, 8 tracks, cassette, reading. I do a lot of reading on the bus, and we just have a lot of fun.
I hear you
we got a great group of people.
You have broiled bass, you've made gumbo on the bus, you even made chili.
I've made souffles on the bus. I have done fish on the bus. And gumbo, yes.
Yeah. How about that oxtail soup you cooked for Babyface that time? And I love oxtail soup.
I just made some of that for my younger son about a week ago.
Really?
He loves oxtail soup.
Now your younger son is playing here the guitar there.
That's Teddy.
Little Teddy. And he just got back from London, is cutting his own album and all excited. What do you tell him as he dreams about being a star and probably just has been around this music industry so much, and now he wants to make his own mark and not be Aretha's child, you know? What do you tell him?
Be the best of who you are. Yeah. You want to get the best of that. Don't worry about what I did. You do your thing. Yeah, and people will appreciate you for that.
Yes, that's true. When we come back, we're going to be cooking with Aretha. That's right, one of her favorite recipes. So don't touch that remote control. We'll be right back in a minute.
Wonderful, marvelous, that you should care for me. It's awful nice, it's paradise. You're just my cup of tea.
Well, I never thought I'd get to say it. Cooking in the kitchen with Aretha. We are making right now Aretha Franklin's favorite dishes. She's teaching me how to do this. If I can learn it, anybody can learn this. So tell me, what are we cooking?
We're cooking shrimp a la Ree.
Shrimp a la Ree.
Yes.
We started off patting down the shrimp. I guess because you didn't want all that water to get in all that wonderful
I didn't want
butter.
the margarine and the water to do a number there.
You start off heating up the margarine.
So you get the full taste of the margarine without the water.
I see. And I love garlic.
Right.
All this garlic.
That was chopped garlic that I just put over the shrimp. You use a little cayenne pepper to taste.
To really taste.
And what I do, is this hot?
I love it spicy. I love it spicy.
Yeah. You will be running all night.
Hot stuff coming in.
Yeah. No, seriously though. The longer this cooks, the better the sauce is going to be.
There you go.
Yeah. What I do is I just cover mine. Just cover the top. That's it.
And just let it saute there and cook a little bit.
Let it saute.
I noticed
cook.
You really like copper pots. We wanted to have the copper pot. Why?
And I start with copper. They just cook very well. But you can cook this in anything, any good skillet that won't burn quick. Yeah. The heavier the skillet, the better. The thinner the skillet, the more likely it is to burn quick. Is that right, ladies?
I thought you didn't know that.
Do we know that?
Now, I know that this was hard for you to cook this because you told me that you're trying to hold on to that diet.
Listen, I'm disciplined. I'm standing here cooking, but I'm not smelling anything.
What kind of diet are you on? And tell me how you're going to go attack this problem here.
Just watching my diet, what I eat. Nothing special, but it's beginning to work now. And since I stopped smoking, I'm losing the weight finally. Yeah. Finally.
Good for you.
Good for you.
What is your favorite food? If you could just forget the diets and everything, if you just pick out on one thing, what would it be?
No. I really like,
A baby Ruth, that lady said.
No, not candy.
But
I like a lot of soul food, mainly.
Soul food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know when you came in, Copeland's restaurant was nice enough to give us some good Southern food for you.
The potato salad was delicious.
Wasn't the potato salad good?
Yes, I made a meal off of the potato salad alone.
Alone.
Yeah. We should use just a little more butter.
A little more butter?
We want to have a little more sauce. I used 1 stick of butter, and how many shrimps did we use?
Where's the butter? Where's
one
the butter?
Package, about yay big. Yeah.
It's not my kitchen,
Reed.
you
know. Tuna. One package
yay butter.
big. Nope. Well, somebody just won't get enough
Somebody
sauce.
walked off with the butter.
That's okay.
All right.
It's just less sauce, that's all.
Okay. So how are you as a mom?
I'm wonderful. I am a great mom.
You have 4 grown sons now.
Yeah.
Now, were you a strict disciplinarian?
Not really. I give them a lot of room. I just want them to be responsible and respectful. And they're good kids. They don't give me a lot of trouble. And I'm a great mom.
You're a great mom.
Yeah. I put it up on my walls everywhere.
I'm a great mom.
You are a wonderful mother.
What makes you a great mom?
Being responsible to my children, being there when they need me, guiding them, trying to guide them in the right direction, inspiring them to respect other people.
You always say respect, and that's become synonymous with you. Like the song, and you even made us spell it. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. What inspired that song, and what was going on at the time that...
Well, Otis Redding had recorded it at the time, and my sister Carolyn and I got together and we decided that we would put a background to it, came up with the Sock It To Me line, and that's where that came from.
Wow.
Yeah.
So...
Back in the 60s.
Now, back to this dating thing.
Okay.
You been cooking dinner for anybody lately?
We'll talk about that later.
No. I'm going to get this out of her yet.
How about yourself?
Well... Come on. Isn't it time to add a little lemon? Well, you heard the rumor. There's all in the tabloids.
Yeah, we should.
It's in the tabloids all this week, Reed, that I'm supposed to be getting married to James Brown.
No.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Said he's been sending me roses and everything. They even said I've been dating LL Cool J, and I'm having more fun reading my PR than I am living life.
Well, I'll be sure he's not going to like that, is he?
We're just friends.
Oh,
you know everything, huh?
Well, I read the tabloids, too.
Right. Here's the butter just in time.
Saved by the butter.
Saved by the butter. But do you find it's hard? Aren't guys kind of intimidated by you? I mean, you are the queen of soul.
What do you think? Seriously.
I think probably so, because they may be concerned about being Mrs.
With your celebrity, I'd like to hear what someone else has to say about it.
Well, I just think I'm legitimately crazy, so there's probably a problem with me. Now, I don't know. I think sometimes it's tough because guys fear that they will be, you know, looked at as Mr. Watts or Mr. Franklin, and that's tough for some guys.
And sometimes they are.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, I mean, sometimes people are not so nice sometimes, and they'll say, yeah, that's Mr. Franklin over there, or that's Mr. Warwick, or Mr. Ross, and they know that that's not his name, you know.
Right.
So I guess that's what makes some of the fellas, they're shy of the situation sometimes, but the real men step front and center.
That's right. That's right. And several of them are raising their hands in the audience, right here, right here. Who is the love of Aretha's life? We're still trying to find that out. And if you want to cook Aretha's recipe for the love of your life, here it is, and we'll be back for a good old taster after this. Boy, talk about some lip smacking going on here on the Rose Show. You might call this the Ree and Rose Show, because we're cooking up today shrimp a la Ree. That's right. Now, in between the break,
I forgot this was soul food.
That's right, soul food. All right.
Yeah.
What we did was we took the shrimp out of the sauce, the garlic sauce, with all that wonderful cayenne pepper that got to cook and saute in that a little bit. Ree says she usually covers her pot to let it cook down a little bit. The sauce got going. Then we took the shrimp out of the sauce, put it in this bowl on the side, but we kept the sauce in. Then what'd you do?
And you squeeze a little lemon over the shrimp.
Squeeze lemon
while they're in the bowl.
Can I do that?
The shrimp out so they remain tender.
Can I put
you
some
just
more?
sit those to the side. Yeah, you can squeeze just a little bit, not much.
Just a little bit to taste.
That's okay.
And you also squeeze lemon in here too.
No, we don't want that much.
No, not a bunch.
Yeah,
just enough for taste.
That's enough.
So you're cooking it down until it turns.
Actually, yeah, I am letting this, as we say, cook to a low gravy.
Look how much care she has given just this wonderful sauce. So
some other people would say glazing.
Glazing.
Yeah.
Glazing. Wonderful. Just delicious.
Or deglazing. But the longer this cooks, the better it's going to be. And
uh-oh. Can you do it? You want me to do it for you?
Wait a minute. No.
Got it?
I think I got it.
Ooh.
Now just mix it up there.
You want me to cook it around?
Yeah, just toss it like a salad.
Toss it like a salad.
And just pass it to the audience.
And pass it to the audience.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. We have a very, very special guest in our audience who I'd like to serve our first plate to. She is the mother of the late, great Sammy Davis Jr.
Right.
And I would like her to try our first plate. Here you are. Because I love you. Would you like to try it? Of course. I got lipstick all on your cheek here. All right, here we go. She said, sit down, everybody. And baby Davis says, It's a winner. It's a winner. Thank you so much.
Can I go in business?
Well, let's see what the rest of the audience thinks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody says, please, please.
While it's hot.
While it's serving, while it's hot.
You have to do it while it's hot.
God, this looks divine. A little gravy on there.
Yeah. Get a little of that sauce on top of the rice. Right. Okay.
Oh, gosh, this looks divine. Just a little taster, folks.
Watch my jacket, girlfriend.
How about over here? There you go. We'll get some more over here. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, why don't I just serve
come on and help
too.
Wow.
Is that rice hot?
It's just, yes, I think it is just maybe just a little warm.
Why don't we just pass out a few
Why don't we
plates
just pass
with
out
just
a
the
shrimp? Just
Yeah.
a shrimp and then
because
taste
you really don't need the rice.
Wait a minute. Waitress, roll.
Seriously. Yeah.
Here, just take a fork. Take a fork and take a shrimp.
Thank you.
Take a fork and take a shrimp. Give me the bite. Would you like to try? There you go. You want to try over here too? There you go. There you go. Try one. Try one. Just take a shrimp. We need some more forks here. It is divine. Where's the microphone? Let me hear some of these oohs and ahs.
Okay.
Let's pass that. I'll pass it on.
Right across the front.
Right across.
Yeah.
Okay, front row. Get a fork. Take a shrimp. Get a fork. Take a shrimp.
Okay.
Double dining here. Let's see. Now, what do you think?
I think it's terrific.
Terrific. What do you say?
Really good.
Really good? What do you say?
Need to be in a restaurant.
Need to be in a Hey, do you ever think about opening a restaurant, Ree?
Sure.
Ree, there have been suggestions that you open a restaurant. What do you think? She says, maybe. Would you like to try? There you go. There you go. What do you think? Great. Great. We need another fork. Here, hold this till I get another fork.
Okay.
Great. When we come back, we're going to hear more songs from Aretha Franklin. This amazing chef is going to sing her Grammy-nominated song. So don't go away. Oh, so good. Mama cooked you shrimp a la Reed when you were growing up?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite dish.
Your favorite dish?
I had it like a week ago. A little rice on the side and bread pudding.
And bread pudding?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't hear about the bread pudding. Yeah. So
a couple of weeks ago he got that.
Really? She's a good mama, isn't she?
You can't get any better. I'm blessed.
You are blessed. You truly are blessed. Aww. Well, to us, she is a living legend, and for a reason. Now, here singing the song that touched so many of our hearts. It's a Grammy-nominated song entitled It Hurts Like Hell from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. Miss Aretha Franklin.
Wonderful to me to watch it grow inside yourself. Feel your heart beside itself. Sometimes it hurts to look so bad when you know you've given all you can. Sometimes it hurts to even laugh. Your best, but still it's much to say. Sometimes the pain is just too much. It hurts like that. That's the way it is. True love, it has no hiding place. It's not something you just put away. It's always there inside of you. And it shows in everything you do. Sometimes it hurts to love.
about y'all, but I still have that wonderful garlic taste in my mouth. I'm sometimes all through the show.
Yeah, it just kind of lingers.
It kind of every party, and it is the easiest recipe, and I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, we have another wonderful song. Tell me about the song you're about to sing.
Well, most of you all know that my background is gospel, so we thought that we would sing a little something out of the gospel repertoire.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it to you.
I'd also like to acknowledge my longtime agent, Mrs. Ruth Bowen. You stand up and take a bow, Ruthie. Longtime agent and friend. Miss Elvira Davis, Sammy Davis's mother. Old friend, Miss Ruth Ennis. Hi. Right. Okay, here we go. Rain, oh my Lord, didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it? Oh my Lord, didn't it rain? Didn't it rain? Children, rain, oh my Lord, didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it? Oh my Lord, didn't it rain? Yeah, it rained morning, it morning, Sabbath. Oh, look up, and the rain kept dropping. I get the window, I get the door, crying by the door. Full of sin, but got the key and you can't get in. Listen to the rain, let's listen to the rain. All day, all night, all day, all night, all night, all day, all night, all day. Let the rain, children, rain on my Lord, didn't it, didn't it, didn't it, oh my Lord, didn't it rain, didn't it rain. Children, rain on my Lord, didn't it show now, oh my Lord, didn't it rain? It rained all the days, 49 nights. Oh, then the rain kept dropping. Knock at the window, knock at the door. Cry by the door, take no more. Knock at the door, don't you full of sin. God got the key, you can't get in. Listen to the rain. All day, all night, all day. Listen, 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 listen.